We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
So we're going to 54. Wide.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
20. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 27.
2nd down, Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Good. Here we go, 46. Go. Get out there. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From his goal line here, Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That goes for a gain of 31. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Hey!
Here's Newton now on second down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go, 46.
First down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Third and long for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Hey.
On 1st down, Newton. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go. Let's rock now. Hey.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton steps away to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Gun. Eight.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gould now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now back out comes the offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
46, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
20. 33.
Now Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. It's Newton. Steps away. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
There we go.
A final shot before the break. Newton flushed out right. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's James. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
There you go. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down.
Let's go, get out, get out.
Throwing, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw on second down. Newton launching one for Henderson. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Hey. Do something. 20. 8.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go to Elliott again. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Spins past it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Go, get out there, get out there. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. Back now at FedEx Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gun. Great.
Throwing again. Newton being chased out left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will have a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Newton now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Hey.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here now the offense heading back out there. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Elliott. And a spin again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
47.
They run with Logan. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well, and then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right, hey.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Good. Here we go. All right, hey. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Hey. 4 down. Then we're going to 53.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Hey.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Right to the 3.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll pitch it out to Elliott, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Portland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the